That was classic Kyle right there. He looked really, really good. But you end up giving 2 runs, was it? But the one we should have, excuse me, the pickoff that we didn't execute, turned into a stolen base, turned into a ground ball. He was really good. Velocity was up. You saw the bad takes, the bad swings. Contact wasn't as hard. I thought that I talked to him afterwards. He was really excited because he knew that was right tonight, and that's a great game for him to build off of. Again, wind blowing out at a gale and pitching as well as he did. So there's a lot of confidence to be derived from that.
He was really excited?
Well, yeah, it was, let me see if I can describe. He smiled. We shook hands. He nodded. And I believe there was a slight chuckle involved.
So the way he pitched in Colorado, again, not that he was supposed to pitch.
Right.
Anybody pitching better than him right now in that rotation?
I think Johnny Lester's right. I mean, physically, and I think Lackey. I mean, like they're trending, all trending in the right direction. Like we said, I think Lester's been solid the whole year. I think what I've seen, Lackey's gotten incrementally better, and I think the same thing's happening with Kyle right now. But for pure stuff all year from the moment we started tonight, I think Johnny Lester's had the best stuff game after game. But what you saw tonight is what Kyle's supposed to look like, and that's very encouraging moving forward.
So was that the first time you've gotten a final out on a replay?
Wow. I don't know.
Is that weird?
Yeah, it's awkward, yeah. I thought there was one angle that they showed on the board that indicated he was on the bag. Others were not so encouraging. But, I've learned that already from calls that have gone against us, that they have a different look in New York, and they're, I guess, able to, see it in an even more high-def situation and blow it up and things like that. So, fortunately, it went our way.
With Schwarber and Rizzo, they're hitting a lot of balls into the shift, but they're hard hit balls. Are you encouraged a little bit, like what you've seen like last couple days?
Of course, yeah. They've been hitting the ball hard, absolutely. And the biggest thing is when they'll get airborne a little bit more, and it's going to hit it over the shift. Like Kyle hits, like foul. We got to keep that stuff fair. But I can't worry about that, and I don't want. The biggest thing would be I would encourage them because they're both good in left center. They're both good hitting the ball in the air to the opposite field. I think as they really get into that, they get that feel back. You're going to see the ball go more consistently in the air, oppo. And if you remember, Kyle's first home run in Cleveland was opposite field. He's hit home runs in the playoffs opposite field. Riz is very good in center field. They just haven't been middle off yet. And when they get there, that's when they're really going to take off. Also, Zobrist was really sharp tonight. After several days off, that looked like real Zo there tonight. That was nice to see. Yeah. Awkward. I don't know how. And they used some really high-tech maneuvers in order to get it out prior to the ladder. And then when they really actually shook it loose, one of the guys got hit in the shoulder. I don't know if it was the pointed end or the blunt end. Either way, it could have hurt. It was, a little bit humorous, but wow. I didn't even know where it went. I mean, I didn't realize. They said, and I eventually looked up. There was the bat.
Did a roster move before the game?
Yeah.
Back at League.
Right. We, based on the day before, we were just concerned pitching-wise, and so we did. We got Candy out here, brought Pierce in. Like tonight, for instance, Montgomery. I mean, I was really looking for him to get multiple innings out of him, and with a 5-run lead, and hopefully not have to use the other guys. He's been so good. I mean, Monty's like 0 runs in like how many innings? So it was a good opportunity possibly to prevent that from happening. However, we had to use CJ 2 in a row. I had to use Wade 2 in a row right there too. I wasn't looking for that, but it happens.
But with Ian, who can play the infield and outfield, you can go one short on the bench.
Yeah, we're so maneuverable right now. Schwarber outfield catch, KB anywhere, Hap infield, outfield Zobrist same. More any position in the outfield, Jay any position in the outfield, Estella in the infield, Contreras can play catch, and we're really maneuverable. That's really nice. But listen, it's like it'd be great to have a 26-man roster. That number of pitches, one more guy on the bench, and you'd be really happy.
Any update on Abel?
He's going to that.
South Bend tomorrow.
There you go, South Bend tomorrow. He did really well today. He's very excited. His hands feeling really good. So let him go get a couple at bats and nothing beyond that. Go have your at bats. How do we feel after that? We'll make a determination. It could be, but I'm waiting to hear what he has to say. And I think he's a pretty good self-evaluator. I think he'll know post game how he feels about. Does he think he's ready to come back? Does he want one more game? I have no idea.